Peace, Prince Ash here, back with another vlog, and this is the long night. The most recent edition of me speaking about it. It's actually now the 1st of August. How about that, man? Time's flying. Actually, in 13 days, I'll be a year sober. Buzzing. Yeah, this is a hard one to make. Like, I don't know where to begin. There's so much fucking context that comes with it, like, and it's painful. So I'll take it back to the beginning. I was gonna say the beginning of the psychosis, but I might take it back to like the beginning of my life. No, I'll take it back to the beginning of when I first picked up drugs. I was relatively happy, normal kid, good in school, had good friends around me, had a good life. I pick up drugs, everything goes to shit. Lose my good friends, drop out of school, get heavily addicted to weed and alcohol and ecstasy. And everything starts going downhill. I start becoming really paranoid, head's a bit fried, talking about weird shit, wanting to commit suicide and not being able to do anything about it. So that's a little bit of context. What happened along the way is a series of unfortunate events. I feel like I've said that before on the channel here, but it's the truth. And I felt very unlucky, bit of a chip on my shoulder. Thinking about like the people who hurt me, the people who bullied me, picked on me, undermined me. There was so many people. But there was certain people in particular who would have like went out of their way to like try and punish me and attack me and degrade me. And that's why the metaphors of, if you're new to this, go back to my first video of the long night. It's in the description for context. But why do I feel like I was punished? I'll get to that. But why was I getting memories of being attacked, raped and assaulted by the Gardaí and my peers in Galway? Did I believe it? I believed it here and there, and I was very confused about it. And my conclusion, I was obsessed with these memories and the long night. And my conclusion was, yeah, and it sounds weird saying it out, like, but I thought people were putting shit into my head, putting memories into my head, putting metaphors into my head, because basically, I thought the guards wanted me to walk into the Garda station and not only report my crimes, but report the crimes people have done to me and put an end to my addiction and maybe get my friends back and maybe meet the love of my life. That's what was going on. That's what I thought. That's like deep down in my core. When I wasn't absolutely paranoid or anxious or in fear or taking drugs or on a bender or a binge or drinking myself to death. That's the conclusion I came to. I was like, the guards want me to end this shit, end my addiction. I meet the woman of my dreams. My old friends come back to me. The friends who punished me go to prison. Uh, and it'll be happy ever after. So that to me is like what I consider my happy ever after, you know? And it's sad because, look, I can choose to be sad about it. I'm not sad about it right now, but I'm saying it is sad that my idea of a happy ever after will never come true, probably. Uh, and it is ridiculous because it's not the root of my addiction, and it's not like I could have all that shit happen in my life, but like, I guess I'd still drink if I was in addiction, if I haven't done what I'm doing, if I haven't done the steps and all that. Maybe I should. But anyway, I hate talking about this shit. Like, my old friends, and I'm bringing it back to a specific event. Uh, and it's my old friends. They fucking. I spoke about this before, but on my birthday, they posted a video of me passed out in an alley with my pants down. And anyway, I've explained myself. I fucking had lost a load of weight. I wasn't wearing a belt. I think my pants fell down and I tripped and fell over and hit my head and I was passed out. And they recorded me, and uh, it's extremely embarrassing, like. And they posted that shit on my Facebook on my birthday, my 18th birthday. And there's a part of me that holds a deep resentment about that. There's a part of me that wants justice for that. Uh, and wants, yeah, I want justice. I want to see it right, and I want people to know that that was wrong, what happened. I want people to see what I've been through, and I want people to uh, treat me nicer, treat me nicely in general. And that's just one incident. The second very important incident in this is uh, me going to Longitude in 2017 with my friends, and I went around and I was causing a load of trouble at Longitude anyway, well, put it that way. Causing a load of trouble for me and my friends because I was off my head and in addiction and didn't know how to get better. Anyway, my friend spread rumours about me that I sexually assaulted someone at that concert, which is not true. Nor have I ever been persecuted or arrested or questioned about anything like that. But my friend pulled that out of the blue and fucking spread that around about me. Now, how many people know about that, I don't know. Like, how much of a rumour that went round about that, I don't know. But I do know my friend did spread rumours about that to other people. And that also manifested in my head and made me really paranoid and angry and resentful and everything. And I really want justice for that. So we have those two incidents which are happened when I was 17 and 18, and they still bother me today. And they manifested in my psychosis so much in these memories, like. And I think that's why the Gardaí fucking were in my memories. Uh, so why haven't I walked into a Garda station seeking justice? I did bad shit at that concert, like. I stole from my friends. Uh, and it is like embarrassing that something that's bothered me so much. I haven't sought justice for it. And it's like I'm too scared to admit to my part to play in these things, you know? Uh, and I suppose I just don't want to dig up old shit from the past or cause trouble, but like, if that video that my friends posted on my Facebook for my 18th birthday, if that's still floating around, I don't want that to be seen by anyone ever again, like, you know what I mean? So I do have a case of harassment there, like, and I do have a case of uh, slander and defamation and harassment also, because the guy that spread those rumors about me bullied me uh, on multiple occasions. And yeah, I spit it in my rap yesterday that the people closest to you can often be the people that hurt you the most. And I've scars from old friends and resentments. And so anyway, in these memories, like, I was moving shit from the unknown self into the hidden self. Because I was learning about, like, the way I reacted in certain situations and my behavior, I suppose. And in the memories, I was looking at my blind self. I was seeing a side to me I didn't see before, and I was getting feedback from people. And I know this is a bit airy-fairy and you don't exactly understand what I'm talking about, because it's very hard to explain the memories. There was so fucking many of them, and but they were all on the same night, if you get me. It was a long night. It was really strange. And so much shit has happened on the way, and I've been through a lot of hardship. I've been in bad situations. I've been in homeless hostels. I've been on the streets. I've been taking drugs, drinking, all that shit. And the knock-on effect of some of the scars I bear from old friends still lingers. And I am making the open self so much more bigger by talking about this. And it needs to be said on my part, because of the way I feel and think about it and the way it affected me. So I've done some things that are like, I shouldn't have done them, like, but they're not the end of the world, like, either. And they kind of come with the territory of addiction, like, they do. And the people who hurt me, they weren't in addiction. I know I'm blue in the face fucking saying this shit, like, but I really want justice. It's just a part of me. I want justice. And what happened wasn't right, like, and no one should have to go through what I went through at the hands of other people. So that's why I believed it was real. And there was so much more, like, vivid shit going on. And but when I've explored these things and dug deeper, that's kind of what it comes down to. I was feeling really guilty and ashamed and violated, and victimized, I suppose, and picked on and bullied and harassed and abused. Because I do remember in Galway, like, getting bullied by people over these rumours, and uh, it's something I've carried as well as just the paranoia of, like, oh, is someone going to bring this up against me now again, or who knows about this, or uh, that's the unknown self. And I want to move into the open self. I suppose I want to know what, I know, I want to know what people think about me or know about me, but it's also not necessary, but I'm curious. And I felt like because I was attacked by so many people in the long night, in the memories, uh, and they were all people who were close to me once upon a time, some strangers too, but I felt like they were all in on it, and they were incensed at what had happened and the way things went down. Um, so I felt like it was a metaphor that they were attacking me in the memories, but I think it was out of anger about the way things went down. And uh, so there was just a hope in me that some of these people would come along and help me and get me justice. And like, justice for me is like simply an apology, or someone to come to me and say that was wrong. And like, it proved to me that certain people can't be trusted and shouldn't be respected, really, to be honest, man. I don't think of certain people very highly, like. And so take it forward to 2021, after COVID. I ended up in the Fairgreen hostel. I talked a load of shit about the Fairgreen, like in previous videos. It's not that bad. It's not great, but it's not that bad. Uh, it's just I didn't treat the house with any respect, or myself with any respect. All that fucking hallucinations happen, I believe, on going getting a long night in Coonvera. Why did I believe that was the case and that the guards had planted heroin in my luggage? Uh, I thought that they fucking were waiting outside, but they couldn't enter the rehab, and that the rehab weren't handing me over. So that's why I was caught in this limbo. I thought I was going to prison for 7.5 years it was, and uh, why did that seem real? Yeah, because I thought everyone else was locked out of the rehab, and and that the rehab, because I had been respectful, they weren't handing me over. And I think I explained that in a previous video too. But anyway, 20 minutes of rambling on. I'll do more. I'll have a good think about all of this. Peace.